What's sorry the Galamsey about a politician? We don't have any moral right at this moment to criticize the NDC because we have failed in all flaws.
Small scale miners launched task force to fight Galamsey on water bodies.
15 out of the 23 NPP MPs in the eastern region endorsed the candidature of Dr. Bawumia.
Say the demonstration hit him left, right.
In some way, for kwaba ebium emra jumadi esia francia. And some koso ewo oman Ghana mu. Yede ni nyina ebre ahefona afi no. Yedi ho nkomo enkomo bebre. And free his excellency John Mahama president asoye ba francia. Yeba be dini nyina na afi no. Bibia aye kama enochi after say NPP amanuko no. Among demonstration SSS so no and come bebre in a freche ba Ghana phobi tuja e de mane wo mo Ghana phobi so se da bi e also wo soja e di egu NDC abanchem quick one e re nkomo e na efi ho ba Galamsey won sensem se me no kasei small scale miners ababonten at the task force bia wo mo e de kwakobo yenhwo no ho ban ni nyina ne se amanfo kodi boni a na womo dia small scale miners enti omo so sore waka enkomo ben ena efreche eba ibero na afi no bibia aye kama baran sesi ameno kasei NPP discipline committee e de letter akwa koma owusu Bempah abo papo ni nyina ne se ni nsem bi okekan no NPP for patch se e favor NDC enti etwa omode ni gina discipline committee anim na omo discipline owusu Bempah quick one balansa na commander ye be reality ni mu no
okay
ensema owusu Bempah kokekan ya MPP for se wo mato mo nsa e de afre no e bia na obente sansem no ti me pese kituo bi ye koni ye di kan tie ba na ekoba minim se lete ni mu nsem no ye be di mu nkomo pa because ehintasem bebre e wachi onamo Canada compare kwa Japan ni fans omubo fu se aden na owusu Bempah e ka no kure na NPP discipline committee e frɛ no abusuan tie ni nkomo ni mra
and me say a party for bebre sorry and we are having a moral audacity sorry say we are going out there to fight Galamsey and then we have the nerves to be criticizing John Mahama and then me owusu Bempah I will not go into that tangent and everybody may come and say my people think I'm just being controversial but it's a fact no kure we uka ni hono 2012 and na yemu bi akoye demonstrate eti a John Mahama say John Mahama buying at the Ghana Dani Galamsey headquarters near to Kroma and a Ghana for party for you should Galamsey for politics ama the sitting president Akufo-Addo adding a life to on the line the presidency added to online or for first week because the people that he hide around him majority of them allegedly were part of this Galamsey here the NDC for Mesa no my in Galamsey no some of them came to continue so what moral right have we got to even come back and today use Galamsey to do politics the leader don't want to Akufo-Addo or you're not doing so fighting Galamsey but because some people were doing it under his own watch allegedly and you know yentumi ya ban no yentumi am fight to achieve the dreams of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo it is a neno what sorry the Galamsey ba be politician otiase we don't have any moral right at this moment to criticize the NDC because we have failed in all flaws and we need to get the moral high ground before we can criticize the NDC. If we don't have the moral high ground, we can never do that. Except a dishonest politician. Except somebody who doesn't have that kind of political, purging. And Obeka just say, sorry, now you criticize the NDC at the moment. That's one time you talk about Galamsey when we all know say NDC messed up in 2012, 2016. They messed up with Galamsey. When we came, we should have used that opportunity to change the system, to show to Ghanaians and say, yay, we are better than them. We can do better. But what happened? Our very own people were messing up with Galamsey. And yet, we were kicked out of power for propaganda. And then you have come back in opposition now. You want to come and tell Ghanaian people, say, you are better off. It will take a foolish strategic politician to talk like that. Because Ghanaians will not buy it. Nobody will buy that. And you need to understand that Ghana electricity, no, omunyan kwasiafo. Sebi omuni nyansa chen ye kasam. Sebi omuni nyansa. Omajuni mu daho. Iti sa krokro de John. Politics na ye no. Yenyai.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Roger.
And then some dosun.
Of course.
But then yakuti abo papon semia bay. Iyehwe NPP kata nim. Ansa ensem bebre ne frecheba. Because then some dosun the quick one. Iyenyi we fanfiwe.
Yeah, the right idea. Mama na was in the first place.
Oh.
Na me na refwase.
Yeah.
Na me sha se nim komonamum. Enne ye eniji da kese. Me ni aje.
Ara de na si.
The right aje nya ba bedru. Wedding no. Afede finally the right wedding na true.
Oh.
On the 27th. Me na da we ya.
Saturday we ya.
True. Ye koneja.
Na minim ubo ni ate aneda ne ko.
Yeah.
Nyame adoma Saturday.
Amadwe me say ekwan wa
Oh.
Enuru ho. Be bom ani tie no. Adru nti nyame adoma me na da we ya yi.
Okay.
Kuma say wedding no yemfa ni agro. The doctor said ye ahwefo aye na.
Oh.
Ye ni je ho aso ye ni.
Me sese ye dwuma de ni wi a. Ena me hye da ba be da hwefo ase. Wo mo ma send this card ya mame.
But minim say aka few ones bia. Omo try say ombeye donation e dia ba. The doctor said that there no producer the number ne beto so. Engineer bright owusu. Mobile money number ne dia wo so no. Kakra bia obenya bia no. O de fato so. 1 Ghana cedi, 2 Ghana cedis. Obrotre for no. Kakra bia o de 10 euros, 10 pounds. Then ye kwa no no. Ya mi kira obia.
Quick one, Commander. Iye nwa krata ni mai.
Yeah, director on this issue.
Ghana for be say aden na owusu Bempah e ka no kre. Na NPP for mpanimfo e tata no.
Director assembly eyemienu in the first place measure say e wo ba bia uwie say aden na owusu Bempah ka no kre na Ghana for tata no. In this case ye hwe message na wote buy no say
obi se nya Ghana for NPP for na tata no.
Into the writer, thank you for correction. NPP for and tata no, but masem ne say message na wote buy no. Does it make sense? Does it reflect the minds of Ghanaians? A Ghana for drink and a okaya na. The writer in the first place, Galamsey yasumi. Obia nim komo de bia yedi. Erastus Asaredon kwa. Wa ko Galamsey ntokwa as investigative journalist. Yeah, Galamsey no ye adwuma throughout. Onu ankasa din komo ka se da bi. Galamsey na nato ni NPP aban. Omo dwaro Galamsey nso. Omo de Galamsey na dware. Na hwaya anano mrako sabaji koka Galamsey ho asem no ma irasasa don ko post to Facebook say and the miracles na kase yentu Galamsey asem he was shocked it is also Bempah be kase the NPP for ye it doesn't make sense munya opportunity say monsisa niema because in 2016 NPP ye campaign say President Mahama call high China for e de oma Ghana say omo meye Galamsey no onye ne chefa enti omo ba they will fight against illegal mining na do na konya e to tacha say Ghana konya kese yo na do timi to tacha e twa bet e kire say wan tu Galamsey asia Ghana konya no o ntu ni firi so
na na owusu Bempah ka no kwa iye ni say but Commander me pese reality nim ye ni kan wura mu ansa na ye di ho nkomo because I have for party
according to Justin Kodua Frimpong NPP General Secretary the letter of the Babonte no say Ernest Owusu Bempah ne nkomo okodi ye e fa Galamsey hu video ye hwe ye e nsem bia e against NPP na ankoyi ye enti kwaya fa so a NPP from Pennyfor and a man opportunity the deputy communications director wabra yan Tony Swabam and Pennyfor no mu control until at this stage omo refer no and na kwakopiem e won neck National Executive Council na wakwa hiem Pennyfor na oma kwakototo na no na decision bia e wo se omu take asotwe bia na so omu twena omu betwena so concerning video because assembly a direct attack on NPP as a political party it is also omu position na omu be Jeffrey nsem
Ernest Owusu Bempah ni nsem a wako ken Ghana fo bi se nokura sama meka yenti ena adane me numi omu se osu Bempah ye NPP ni eni se ade no ankoye kwa no a e wo se osu Bempah e defend NPP but here is the case papa na ka nokure
okay
ana
director with him diama NPP for me ya jetum say they have decided say omu mfa nokure enya adwuma da illegal mining yeti krom ha and a doctor professor from Paul Boating a year expose say a lot of information concerning Galamsey into Galamsey na na say all say you bet ma ko a encrophobia ho a omu ye involve omu wa ban nim e na omu na hyehyɛ se ye nyi omu fro o ye expose no MPP for unify party no MPP for ameka say de o kan nye no kro but omu say why MPP kamfo it one free party nim nti eno your first situation what kind of say MPP boni we ne ye ye nye ya Galamsey no ye ntoase da omu unify party nim enei osu Bempah say a free power ya co position just 9 months tata NDC for say NDC for na ma Galamsey koso omo na say isuo no na sa asem ne de enye no kre
it doesn't make sense
I just a politician na wadwi mu no woni mu nyansa and na be say petty political propaganda because it will not make sense to reasonable Ghanaians pasem papa ne gina so ka kire Ghana for MPP for say owusu Bempah ko kan okre wa ba wo chem so that is hadia omu be yina free party nti wo ko de medwene enei ba bia ma dwe kire me nyina ne se NPP as a political party yan kan okre ho o kan okre e be you free party nti we ya kasa yi the brother I will not be surprised decision e baba ne say with immediate effect on for the human to ho for the meantime ba bia ye koi e ho ne bedru because oye deputy communications director for the party e no mu kire ni mu say position e kita no ya ntoaba empenifo na the position no e ba na say we think say you can make position way very reliable say wo ho a enti brane be ye adwuma enti in this case what can be na we are not okay there ye nhwe adwuma wonim ye nhwe wo modern mo ye nhwe message no we are just looking at the messenger what only be be free komo we nya something ye din ka say NPP national executives Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni control ne nkrofo enti at this stage owusu Bempah declare clearly say oye executive member there but oye adwuma de ma honorable Kennedy
but say oye adwuma de ma Kennedy so oye adwuma de ma hwan so adwuma de ma hwan no kwa na owusu Bempah ka no
na right
here the case Ghanaian youth say no o musua de enti uba na de ne ye 1 na o se ade ne ye 2 a 2028 ni nu no sa 41% na mu claim say MPP nyae no 41% no so beti
of course
se se ya na MPP 4% o mu kɔ no sa ade a entro na no ade ne ye 1 o mu se ye 2 no mu kɔ no sa next 8 years no and I say next 4 years no 2028 no udura Ghanaian youth say em fa say ye ne decide
of course
41% no ye be say te so ama enti osu Bempah decide say e wo se sie no ka no kre on the way say NDC for sie one politics so the way NDC for na be tie say this young guy Junior Sami Jamfi okasa Ashanti region dey tie ono fast strategy ni say ohun ni say MPP for ni twantro it is MPP for ni twantro dia ono so de no kre ebe defeat lies no and was starting here Ostati ya na ade ne ji boom etoni MPP ni ekohia e o radio so a na o defeat no
obabu
edi se o kasa o de ntro na ekosa no a ebe se adwuma no mo o de kanokure no na o su Bempah kanokure ya won so o de na kɔ hehe fa yo
enti problem no ensolve wonim at the time o mu decide ye say o mu kanokure bi mu no e ho na party ni sha se egu enti o su Bempah die anka problem we because Professor from Paul Boating shas here e ka kire o say Galamsey no a lot of unkrofo ya osafuma for mo e involved na na do unkrofo ye involved enti ye political party ya yeso man ye ka no krenkyere wo mo na ye nyi wo mo mfiri ho ye betu Galamsey na se right so mo tie ya anka mo tu Galamsey ase ama enei I think MPP vote wa nanka ye expect say omu benya no anka be pagya more than that because we be succeed in the fight against Galamsey omu so omu mpe it is said Hussein Ekayai it will continue like this nti hwe omu kwa demonstration uhomo omu koye right o makwa kofa kaya yufo no makwa kofa tramadol guys junkies no mo de omko because reasonable Ghanaian no onim the difference between entro and no cry at this state are you me nti ebasa Rota NPP will continue to struggle omobebre because enei owusu Bempah kan okre o se wo mpe the problem ni nyina ba akopɛ o ba dwe ni say ye hyehye adwuma de egu aban ni so so hwe ya na bi okopostu ni mebo on Facebook say oda NPP youth organizers Salam Mustafa demonstration say wa organize Ghanaian youth amana ya successful. This is the way to go. Omo to say ya ebebo omo pa nti ekyere say omo planning yen sha senye didi o de dede bia o say bia na yenye say yen sem no ento asum mpo a yenye dede ebenya nkrofo bia say bi omo dwime omre a o mbe follow ye nti eto so a enru 3 years no na ye dede no agada momentum amanfo beto de akire you will get opportunity na ya say about power na ya enjoy life but assembly ne say owusu Bempah ishwi ontwantro he's telling them the truth
o kan okre
better enu won sem before they know say you build it on mine e Ghana na ye chichiri o ye nchichira manyuko na on mine ni ho a iko ho nti at this stage so we say party first enye Ghana first there you also Bempah free party obeko or opportunity enei wa building a home as a communicator baby obejino be kasabia people will listen at the end of the day we just want the truth we know the truth until okade ya enjere na yetie you obeka no kre no e ho na yetie
commander yentumrika oyo screen no so a picture bi edaso enti we o say small scale miners launch task force to fight Galamsey on water bodies. The commander, where you chemu
well, the right away a small scale miners association. Yeah, or more Ghana. The right almost say almost say one kasa at the tax force wa illegal mining na airports will so on. Omo kwa kwa chichi omo nyina. Said you be a Galamsey for and say nsuo bim.
Omo to omo tax force.
Small scale miners. At omo tax force. Omo de amo Galamsey for every nsuo ho.
Na say Galamsey no among forget to sign your man wrong.
Of course,
small scale miners no one no more licenses. One more the says you know. No more proper mining.
Of course,
almost say Ghana for Eddie Galamsey no show woman. Into almost over sorry waka. Any
Rata, commanded. Yakase Galamsey ne kono nipa ba kuntimi da Rata every single person any institutions and also ye nyina ye kabom na ye kutia Galamsey it is small scale miners no omo na omo nim sade adwuma ne sitie omo na omo nim enkrofo a omo fa kwati kwan na omo di mfidi akogu nso hu sai no nti da bia no omo ni omo na ekoba 347 nti they know them nti ye penkrofo omo pam ye to ase a very easy a small scale money.
Oh yeah.
The writer initiate and I say plan way omo dia ba no. Omo ko antimi. Mesre se aban no any ankrankre. Yen support wo say ye ahode fam sika fam kra na yen support wo na say aban e security expert. This a police for ni soldier for ni bi. Ebe ka omo task force no ho. Said ye be ya always omo ni omo benam together. Na ade ni ye betima ko na ya ko ni yie. Anya sa ebe yire. The right winning. In say, ya papa. Small scale miners, omutu gold. They believe say, omo jikra tower by mu. And omo de ye adwuma a very genuine work and omo ye.
But I'm for kasa. I Galamsey the young muno. Ye me gold require ntubu o my Ghana. I say na gold ye be ye sa.
The right winning.
Enye yo. Na gold we say the sibo man no.
I feel 2020 5 year you asat enam no guso kasa no Ghana ye total export enyema e dey free Ghana kwamo no ne akoton around 18 billion Ghana cedis na very shocking emu 11 billion gold enti enyema hodo ye ton over 100 items no gold nko ano ama ye 11 billion plus and dia kan nyina more than 100 items ama ye bese only 7 billion.
And it's a mine no she kasi egu na mine ho bache but yenye proper mining.
Of course.
Galamsey no ye see empe no mine Ghana.
Right. Sawasha. You were a lot of countries here. Omaya mining a chef for so many years, but almost won't say yeah. One example, Australia, into Russia, maybe my penny agent come on Galamsey, ni queen, or the Australia example say, Ankayabeya. Ye small scale miners, no. Ain't question said ye small scale mining. Oh, Australia. Now, my Sarabia, Swanny say, but small scale miners, no. Or much say they are willing to stop illegal mining. The writer, Yan Kao Mumbo, Yenim said Galamsey for no. The writer, the term Galamsey, no. It will be a Yakikan Yama Bomodo. Small scale miner, no. Or Jenny permit. Yamana Sassi, Abansia Hadye, your 2 gold a year, Nemo. God feels for say a heshamaye a new year level into one pharma company ketwa na be a sankofa for sikapa gold mines for now makwakoje ebasa we don't say omo ye Galamsey it's illegal it is legal mining ye mo mabaso very good
quick one commander I heard this video emra MPs be declare almost support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and what you know and some fracture barabusia esawoni esasame and I'm a catcher. Ghana for me say NPP for starting mistakes are one more year no 2023 ni be a quick one in Timra.
And our friends in the Eastern region, good morning. This caucus comprised 15 out of the 23 NPP MPs in the Eastern region. Our purpose to endorse the candidature of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the flag bearership of the NPP for the 2028 elections. We are doing so because we are clear in our minds that Dr. Bawumia is the best candidate to lead us to victory in 2028 elections. Having been well marketed and having served as Ghana's most impactful vice president, he is the best option politically and policy-wise to witness the elections. Secondly, he is a candidate who demonstrates the characteristics that Ghanaians want in their next leader: humble, effective, and embracing all persons. We need a leader who unites and not one who divides. Finally, after all the propaganda heard against the NPP in 2024, it is becoming clear day by day that Bawumia was right in many of the things he proposed. Now is a time that more Ghanaians are warming up to this idea. Changing him will be setting ourselves back by another 16 years. We have the committed and will work hard for him across the region and encourage all party members to firm in their resolute to support his candidature.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer.
Obviously, NPP for started Saturday will be. The Omoya ya omudi lose 2024 election no.
Yeah.
And no one be no almost say be. Almost want declare almost support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na minim say Oman mambo ntiama me declare support no a. Minim say Elsa enye yana.
The writer omube wu minim dentia.
Asemo.
Oh yeah, politician. We know, say Obia on the side.
Yeah.
You can take any side we are open. But the question is, say ma bonte ama mekase. Yeah, kaya mwabu. Yeah, declare support the mass ya ube wu ana.
Oh.
Ana even individually. Any other nebia. Ya wohoda say obente ba bonte say bia uko we interview. Would you go so na wo support media menya ka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na beba. E kire say ope Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Enye problem. Ade na o say region mu MPs ni nyina apekwa akohia. Na mo say ye pese ye press conference na ye kana Ghana fo nyina ate say yen die ye gina ha.
Eno ne asem.
Dr. on bebi efri. Eye ba ko pe. Makase NPP party no ebesi ne still amanfo bi ahajaki party na edaso kita wo.
Zamum.
The right party ni ye nkrofo bi dia they bought it omato. Adwuma na na do be ye ene se na auto NPP party no e de ama nkrofo a ono pe nti at this stage why ye party no well e de ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na all control. Right, very simple because what omo nyina suro say obegira bonten na wanka say our Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia come because say one declares idea and ye oye a target you say ye you free hope because one try obe adwene. That is the agenda. Because anan wada.
Ana eno so.
Okay.
Sadiwe no won effect to. Sesi no wa ba be declare say oh Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kam. Ebia obi ho no so pe honorable Kennedy akompre ko Japan asem.
Yeah.
And it's even Sabia mo de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba. Obo se say nipa ne buafu. One hwe next election no okoto ba. No to abetia wo MP no.
Of course.
Ebia obeto aba ma NPP o. But wo MP no obeto abetia o.
Asem nyina.
And the NPP lose seat ni bebra because of this.
Na the writer.
Ana
ka say dey na mo lose seat ni bebre.
Ya do ko
act we no. Eno na mind this gi nkonya bebre free o musam because the writer ye won krofo bi ho a aban na nkoyi. We believe say Ghana ha ukopa bi ho a omutimi to skirt and blouse. But at this election you ko yi we did MPP there bi yen tunti Bawumia yen tunti omo candidates ni ya hwesintia marison de no enti obia owo a oye a fan of Sinta Morrison na dwane say the MPP for ye enti enia some MPP ni mpo a I will go against MPP candidate no wa ha nti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gina ba bia o say almost me anya ade and so ukwa every constituency be perform better as in your parliamentary candidates e dey na e ka kiro say aside problems here na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia face no parliamentary candidates no omo face bigger challenges as in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and eno no masha security in eastern region and this one shall say yet MPP nkonya kakra na aka ho no say ye yo wo hwe ya emre bi last election no na ye central region any Ashanti region almost started ade no njubehu central region ye say ye masinta Morrison ko biem na ye ntokwa ubehu central region honorable Kennedy decide on brother Bedu omuso ye mane nko na akoye ntokwa bebre but at the end of the day sam konya ni nyina NDC flip here it is a start to another regional MPP won konya dodo a etwa picture ba ko pe se o man sisa no mo beto so say ye ya but in 2028 in some nkrofo ka se o mo benya 25% no mo nkonya abeka 60 no I am tempted to believe say they be see they are not serious o ya politician brand wo ho ye wo MPs bo ho a o ma brand yo ho to a level you respect them usuro say ubejina bonten aboni gidi aka nsem bia opese uka but eneyem people for dem say nyomwa opagina tem okay kakra mu benya tafre party ni de na do hijack
commander yetumika na enkotie Mustafa Gwande wadi nkomo bi na o se Mustafa Gwande de oyemikrom ni na ayana ni nkomo ni mo hye
of course
Mustafa Gwande oye basari ni diarfo ni ma me drop di ache wo mo
of course
I think say ono na ye NDC wo mo deputy
general secretary
of course okay Mustafa Gwande abusha wadi nkomo bi na ne nkomo no emu hyedodo me nkomo ntimi ntie nto de yenko ne anya botre na yente ne nkomo no
say dia demonstration hit mo left right nanu mi hu se mo ankasa mo nipa Oliver Vomawo woni guy Rafi no omo ye campaign operation stop Galamsey den aferi omo ye kura kodu ba bia omo say kuma mama ye nyame kuma mama ye oye Galamsey na say na ba bia adroni at the same time no na MPP fonso e demonstration ginam wo omo so de no adan a yensura hunahuna mu hunahuna omododo ye ni obi ko ka bibia no makwa kwache no mu chi no bel se kutu se bam ne bam no so na mu nkrofo ye bi dia na no an se self recognizance be ni eja no okọ de ekoso eto sen
opa nyamisha na oni apalo so wapia na da so bi mza
wapie waso amutiti ni good pa
okay
was it na oda nyina Starbite aduane nyina chips ni aduane ne also no o fine o mutiti ni well
so no contract kan sa
contract is can Zion
over am say utitire man na wotitafo ntimi nkasa nkyerɛwa am say asantefo say obi a wotwa kwan nim se ne tie achia and amamu so demonstrations and a kasa and a timima aban eden etie no bia onim security pa ne amamu nim se wo ya amamu na umma enkrofo kwan no mu ka wo mutimu asem a na utie say in the last 8 months ayaba Ghana for expectation is very high, very impatient. Na omampenya ya na famudia. And what power ministers appointees bebre so omunya na dwuma. Enti se bibi nkoyi a Ghana for ada bekasa na omampenya hu se we enkoyi. Te ne kwemu a demonstration number 1 eye mabunu a Oliver onya NDC ni or civil society activist. I think I have gotten to hear of him in the last 2 years. Omne nanado abine de him so omde no kwasa police station then to remand course so fix the country no want to womo ebi munyem yadi omo akoto remand ni ade. The same group of people omo year demonstration last 2 years, last year, the same people are the ones our year demonstration. And run for the by Jubilee House. Okay, at some point, Crada me call home, me if you shame na me bad, the friend says at the bar office. Kona, it be sa echo, so I didn't know. We do now a moja Johanna Kusha, so we are, and I do it. Kedua na joka kana omwetimi adispected. Sadia oboli fo bi mpa ho koda hoste or be vigil. No wa faso akodi bone. And I think na ebi mun tiase but subsequently they understood. The following day, we had a demonstration at Jubilee House at Kasa. Ubia and Bawumia and Kawamu, and now I can say Ubia and Su, Ubia and Kashi, they have spoken their minds. And for me, and near man now are very legitimate. Demonstration number 2. Demonstration number 1 for one say Abana Kwaduba could say I didn't know by this time young President Akufado. And then the ministers are Omodi Bonnet at the environment in terms of Kofua or mining lease by 2,000. Now ministers are in Resu Arma or Manya mining the EU. Our must say fair forest. And no woman that's on the number. Professors inform what a report for Hawaii. Kofua almost say vegetation. Won't to me that's on the number. One year campaign. I didn't know a woman in a court by this time, and I think for me, it's a very legitimate concern. Government must explain why those people are still walking about. Demonstration number 2. We more, and Ray. We had the Bonnier for Krumha. Now, set the Dubai, I said the national executive on co-election. Only messenger. So far, Kwanako the winning Yempuklana NDC for Tata, year demonstration, it's here. Now, yo executive of a common would you mind yourself by organizing demonstration too? You must think outside the box and be strategic and reposition your political party to be attractive, to be strong, to be solid. And now, yeah, say. NDC is a very solid political party, very strong. Just as our government is strong in numbers, our party is very solid and strong. We are able to act in any capacity to reposition the party for anything. NPP cannot boast of the same. They can't even control their own presidential aspirants. They have won election. Thank you to Okwamun Timinya. So NPP executives now are reduced to demonstration organizers. And near man who more coming. Say police for to think of war and selective justice. No, but I'm going NDC in your day. Nipana and your body on your day.
But omo kan so far zoka say what threaten obi say omo ya fenyo marking krom be kunu.
Oh, I sadly no ye can once a man became. Subsequently, Kurano, police for Archie, so far zoka, or more granting a baila. You go and do case.
I no almost want to say, ye NPP ni nko ni be say kutu say bam. Ye be chi so far zoka say oh, woman be no nko.
No man no where years say a common now. Man no where years say a common now. Now MPP headquarters in your extension of Ghana Police Service. Ye chi will be an Baba bomb mama near to say would crew. Oh nana yabao. Ya ti so far zoka ya wie ya beli no. But a young day. There be police for ye wo mojuma. Ayi apenyo marking say be mini apenyo kobo obi esu police ni esu mu. Ye ka so obo police ni esu mi. Say MPP for so the police for invite na minimum ana. Say no so no me police ni intimi. Who pursue who you go and do police search. We a case searcher. Who be the status of that matter. And as a right to information bill, you route it through the IGP. And also the Bawumia Command CID boss. They will respond to you. And then we are somewhere organize a demonstration of it. And somewhere Hanipa will Krumuha. Sir, MPP are buying various sectors of the economy. 8 years ago, there have been inflation of invoices. Only a fiscal. Galamsey asemi da ho. And there you can say, and Kofua, almost same to a forest. You know, Breno. It's a matter that is pending. PDS, especially by this time, you're 2 woman, you're Yancy woman. Nina pending.
Mono 8 years, 8 months, 9 months. Nipa mu ye nyina oh no ma press conference din no makwa that they just say obi nya boni o na mo which anti anade
Dabi so on ra the cafe President Mahama appoint to be and we have a mandate to deliver yenya ya the pressure but to your appointees no so you see the MPP for mun 31 best year. That demonstration we cannot stop the arrest. Our family would be what the body. Sabiu. Yanyanchi, who would deem the Toswa or Mechu, police for Mechu. And yes, selective justice be a MPP for any day, or me organize on party of my papa, or Munchi Ghana food name too. But in the meantime, they will be held accountable for their wrongs. What is here? And some of us don't understand why we are not speeding up arrests near the area and prostitution. It has to go. And that is the question Ghanaians are asking. That people need to be arrested. Because Ghana phone him. They live with the NPP people in the communities. Ghanaians cannot arrest anybody. They are expecting government to do that. And government agencies must do that. We must be up and doing. We can't move like tortoise. We must move with speed. There's no space anywhere for anybody to rest. That is what we promise the people of Ghana, and we must be seen doing that. Oral must not fail. It has to succeed. Ghanaians are looking up to us. So these are the questions that are coming. The NPP people are doing press demonstrations. They NPP 4 are complaining about human rights and are arresting Yenyai. They should be arrested. In fact, every minister, every CEO, DVLA, CEO, no yet. You must organize a press conference and tell Ghanaians state of affairs. When we came to power, then over 2 years, what is the rot there before you start building yours? And yes, we are going to be explaining, including the corruption that MPP have left behind.
Now, I see you Ben Ayes.
Oh, DVL is the born Abasupa.
Yeah, or the same
yes.
guy.
Look, he's one of the best CEOs John Mahama, His Excellency, have ever appointed. Best CEOs.
I was saying I'm semi proud of one farmer.
That only ambassador there person you do call.
Ah, so.
And you are near you if you happen. Then found Tramba Bia, Okotrana, or to Jap. One more Babet Ranko Sukakra, that you are the call.
Jeza, what do you mean film cry?
They do connect celebrity, you may walk up continue on walk. And nobody can do Muruka, and now France.
Are they?
Another comes to the upper life.
Wow!
And you of NPP for my assume quite dim. One more dear, only your my town for cry. Moment, sir, crew a power moon and so we. Near time, he cried, done your buffoon say. Yayama, she said, landing an abra cucumasin and say we are. Or say a juma or no aye, and then a present to Krofuaye. At the MPP paper power. At the end, another or no kruma. At the end, or no kruma. Say, one unia canopurata akabum. Mwaji pensioners. And don't cry at the krumha. Na FBI put in Bahaba Chigana for. Na mon funny papa free American family. Everything, special prosecutor to me for them. Are we toiling with Ghanaians? Are we toiling with Ghanaians?
But Sabia process takes a long time.
Process is buying at the time one more year process, one more the Ghana for one more Dibone, America. Didn't we start that process to bring Kanopurata to Ghana? Kanopurata did about Krumha. Copies the MPP for a demonstration. We have allowed these people to walk on the street without feeling remorse, and trying to whitewash themselves. These people who destroyed the country just 8 months ago want to say the NDC the anybody. Whatever. That's right. Most of the ministries and agencies, they don't have their money because finance minister is recovering the economy first. In the NDC are buying body no money. It's because our only crime is that you ja obone for them and nam a kwanso. About this time, 4,000 actually more. One more demonstration. Can we do more of a patrol? And look, NPP must pay the price of the evil they have committed in this country. And we are in power. We promise the people of Ghana we will do that. Our appointees must be seen doing that. President Mahama cannot do it all. Only a day, Minister Ashawon-san, it is your duty to let the people of Ghana know the rot that you have come to meet. Any minister that is not doing that himself is preparing to do the same as MPP people did. Because we can't sit down and inherit the wrongs of another person. Let Ghanaians know. Cocoa board. Many opinions on the other. Now, say we want to reduce one country. Near man, I see cocoa board. Over Kwame, many one new command, a man can't trust a bonnier to cocoa board. Why are the CEOs and directors of cocoa board still working?
So, I am more.
That is why we are talking about it. Because that is not what we agreed. Of a Kwame, you be moody. Maybe if you are you. Manu credi, dear, Mecca.
But say, the Attorney General, no, our new chief prosecutor, no, chooses the newsroom over courtroom.
Well, Kwame, that is why, because you see, some of us left our young life. We could have become lawyers. We could have become engineers. Not 20,000 be a mad. But I left my job. I left everything to serve a political party. We worked hard to bring the political party to government. We won't sit down to let anybody hold the president to ransom. You have to work. If you cannot work, you have to resign. It's simple. We don't have time. Party people don't have patience for this. Pass it on to the judiciary. Pass it on. It must happen. Kwame, it must happen. Because the MPP thinks, Oh, NDC for so omuka no jam say your ministers na dey oh there we mu dey oni omu ye na omu jao ntino. And they are trying to bring the stolen money in January to come and disturb the government. Scanner omu ye you know they are studying the weather so that they bring the money in to come and disturb us from January to destabilize this government.
Omo the bed
Omo the two system no more politics. Yes. And we must seal the window. Give Ghanaians justice. I don't understand why PDS, all the individuals involved in PDS, I don't understand why they are still working. Kelly Gajepo, Gabimu, I don't understand why these people are not have not been arrested. I don't understand. Now we are
Gabis why they?
Me say PDS, these are the architects of PDS. What you are saying, Kwame, some of us will stand against anything. Now we are a tariffs. You haven't arrested PDS people. You are going to increase for electricity bill. For what? For what? But for Kwame, this is not.
But most of us are pabantam to do.
What's it?
As what pabantam to do, and be for failing to act.
Bempah, but that we are talking because there's one can say you bonnet. We want action to take place. The president cannot do it all. President Mahama, you win the election. First month, second month, basically 8 months in it. Come papa ye to kwan ye juma of ebisa kwan say the NPP President Mahama or dana. If all the ministers invest 40% of what the president is doing, we will be moving forward with speed. Sorry, there. We'll be moving forward with speed. You have power near the Wabase, Ganada woman penya. Now, and their man, I mean, I don't understand. Now, I'm NPP for to me, no woman krum, sanko for we. These people who have destroyed and fleeced this country, who have stolen more than they need. Comment, what is the justification? Sir, people we have told, transport ministry, Buankra project, the scandal that is there, why are they still working? I don't get it. Now, if you are a minister and you come and stand and you are talking about what we have done, without talking about what you have come to meet, who is going to inherit that rot? NDC. So by this time, why can't all appointee CEOs organize press conferences and tell the nation? Say
meet the press, and one
me say there's an institution that I know. Who say new CEO number 245,000 Ghana cedis on account.
Now then, so onyamo.
What did I say? Bawumia NPP for didn't work. We don't want to be speaking because right now we have set up government and people are responsible, and those people must be the ones talking. There is nothing better than transparency in governance. NPP for Timiko miracles Timiko Trabon say NDC for Naya Galamsey are saying true. I mean, Kwame, what has allowed these people to think like that?
Yeah, that GSM phone.
What has given them that hope? Sir, Ghanaians didn't know. Sir, Nanado, any issue, licenses for people to mine in the forest reserves. And that itself confers a responsibility to ensure, sir, whilst people were mining, repair was being done. And the repair includes ensuring that there was no pollution of water bodies and also ensuring afforestation. Kwame, is it not the law? So people were given responsibility to take care of these things. EPA, Minerals Commission, all of these people, Ministry of Land. Why are they still working?
Now, Mami Musadiebi, now one for a demonstration, stop Galamsey. Yes, all catch almost say, Omun Kofi and Koda because President Mahama need country.
Oh, there be, and yes, sir. Who's that? We could do hono. Now, Oma Kata, Omijanachi, Afina, and it's almost chassis. So I didn't know what was happening. See, now, so just phone be warm, to be the actually coy. So when himself, a human send me a Jubilee House watch mine. But you were back on it.
Anna, boss, could be watching senior watchman.
Oh, no, senior watch mine.
Yeah, no, Chabra could fear mommy.
Me call them beside say, you na, near CD, President Mahama, dear, or ne President Akufo-Addo order to 2 or more a year. Or no Tim Rasia, Anna, or war, Utie, into the Amubena Munya. Na, and none say, more security zone in tea. Aya na ya de eno no atie atu yetu ka se kakra se afie eye aban kese afie mu na anajo so de obi adokakoda timu ye na kodu ba bia na nka yapon na yatoa so anopa se de be ya obonifo bi mfamu nkoda eho no mu nka se ono oka protesters no afa etire edibone kwano wate ase wate na America na se. So nobody went there to stop them. But I also stated that, in fact, one of the best ways is to invite a minister for lands, the team that is working on Ghana. We'll meet them. Okay? They should tell them what their policies are so that they can hold government accountable. I do know, sir, in the last few months, we had some difficulties. Na ubia sorry no okoye anti-Galamsey operation ubia sorry don na miwurem ubia enti ama womu a womu di bone no some opportunity to feel fair. There were multiple teams to see America Sade National Security Coordinator IGP in defense. They have put together a very strong team. A friend in Namus womu operations bibia da din. They are attacking the various points at Galamsey Fono. In fact, no one will show me when we are terrorists and Kasa. We should deal with them ruthlessly, with all force. Those people are not people that we should be negotiating with. One more forest. The military is operating to recover all the forest. You've heard Felix Ofosukwache. We are going to station permanent military in the forest reserve, and we will follow up to ensure that is done. The Ministry of Lands is also with speed in terms of regularization of alternative mining, so that we do paper and manage sell said you obey mining afa. Your cost don't want any year assembly never stop you. So that is what government is doing, and I think that so far, if Nanado had done 10% of this, Kwame will not be here having this same conversation. But unfortunately, Nanado's regime was not just originators of high destruction of forest reserves. They were beneficiaries and a conveyor belt for destruction of water bodies and the forest reserves. One issue licenses, Two, the Jubilee House itself was a crime scene. In fact, most of the people within the Jubilee House were involved in Galamsey. Professor Bempah Watene Kanye, not a mean person, a minister in charge of environment. He said it. Okay? The fight against Galamsey and the NPP was in itself a syndicate to extort money. It has diffused. There's evidence of him taking bribe. You see, by Galamsey, and I mean, Ekoba Assembly of Mukoy. Now we are finding better ways of dealing with the matter. You have the effrontery to go and be fetching the water that you have destroyed. You have polluted the water. There are places and streams and flow unless You require dredging, and sometimes the rivers can flow. If you like, go and ask the people in the villages, they know. Now, why you are organizing a press conference. What it means is that we have kept the ground too soft for the NPP. The ground is too soft for them. They think we are weak. And that is why some of us are calling for the temperature to be increased. And rubbishing this lazy demonstration, say it won't stop anything. They will be held accountable. The Galamsey fight will not go down without people going to jail. And it has to happen.
Okay.
Yani demonstrators need problem. Yeah. Yani MPP fua enra. Minu yana na bi kwase smoke. Eno wase eyi. Obakwa hu cha na ndra wase.
Ai, okwa akun.
Asa oye sremu dinsini.
Wa.
Na bi nso a. Adu a yedi ku akoko kwa wu nipi.
Wo.
So, obe hu na hwan. I don't need the election. No abu abebe ni smoke ni eyi to say the insinina. What the demonstration 300
symbolism of a warrior.
Symbolism of the warrior.
A warrior, yeah.
Cartoon warrior.
Wow.
Can only say one primary school near a cartoon lion. Who called Rona, I said a lion. And then the people, these things don't, and it doesn't add up anything. We have shake them. Shake who? You have done demonstration. Police have not stopped you. They escorted you. You presented a document. We brought a very respectable person, chief of staff to the vice president to receive you. Vice president was in the office throughout until they came and finished their demonstration before she left. And then you went home. All the issues you have raised are frivolous. You are accomplice in the things you are complaining. Who has been violent in this country than the NPP in the last 8 years? Government of the NPP, President Anado. Who have been violent? Journalists have died. Kwesi Furimu, who de tankers, who spray in Suoshia, the Ghana force, which endured all this. Who bullets, a true air bunk of war, many are by Central Regional Deputy Regional Women Organizer. Omu born the police headquarters and in rubber bullets, prior under MPP. The quiet demonstration of parliament, Omu in Socia and Omu di Ghana force, fix the country for quiet demonstration, and run here, etc. Monuamu Kasa, Namu Buawamu, they beat these people, arrested them, remanded them, under Nanado. And they are talking about selective justice. They have no shame. They have no history. Their mind doesn't record the past. But Ghanaians know. And this country, police in Kasani are transferred. Journalists, the management say, under the Nado. And then we are tolerating characters like Abronya sitting on radio here, insulting everybody every day. Many are penny or Katache, Afrifa. Let us say, one waga in a Jumao. Kowai, one was a Jumano and Tong.
Oh, there be Okosku.
Okosku. Now, that is alternative livelihood. Now, previous one, not yet, empty work. Because we tolerated it. Okatache have been on government. Odu Obiatem, Okasa Obia. Nobody have gone to attack him. This is a civilized government. A government which is not led by a lawyer, but a human rights advocate. President Mahama is a human rights advocate. He understands international human rights, unlike Nanado, who is himself a lawyer, but a breaker of law. We have had to tolerate all this in the last 8 years. And you people, remnants of the distraction we faced yesterday, are organizing demonstration and complaining about selective arrest. It will intimidate the IGP today. It will not intimidate the police tomorrow. Maria, we would advocate that when you arrest them, they will be kept in the Maria. It's still a vehicle belonging to the police. They have complained about Don arrest. Don. Say, police for So it's selective justice. Of course, does it make sense? So we'll tell the police to now begin to arrest them in the evening. As for the arrest, it will happen. So they should keep quiet and allow the government to do its business. Ghana phone and you omodeka and you makwa pamuse yebeye juma ebeto sin yebe dani dani but NPP doesn't have what it takes to be talking to the people of Ghana because only 8 months ago pensioners were being punished. They sat in the sun at Kenoforiata's office day and night and running Kokra. They were sent. They didn't listen to them. Pensioners, school Kuala, they forgot what they did to school children under free SHS, NPP. Please, they should give us a break.
Mama, now I say, now, Prophet Niger, you know,
Bonipa, you know, Bonipa, you know, I'm a friend, I'm a pana choggy. Oh, so, as a mudos one, I know you're a Phoebe, but it was a big, unacceptable mistake.
Okay.
Both government and the party. That Nigel Gage said, "Ye and the tepa." Now, why ye, the papa ye. Now,
I refer an answer any faso.
Okay.
I refer an answer any faso.
I did you who rent me free. One fine invitation, but there is a difference. So whoever received the invitation have not been fair to all of us. Because said the Nigel Gage the tepa offer. Nigel Gage in your MPP for the Ayano. Now, you declared Japan. And now also the president Eddie. No more the disgraceful pastors will come her, including Nigel Gage. Now, Okusi the papa. Now, young Cordia. It's a bad thing. And we must not cover it up. Come and crap. The patch on the air panacho said, we're in one a bit me from no. But I think that near the boom for free. And there are a lot of things that have happened in the last 1 month. And so this may be the call, but it is unacceptable.
Okay.
It is unacceptable.